itching to play. But I can tell you who we're not going to be seeing. We're not going to be seeing an Armadon. That's for sure.
That's unfortunate. I do love Armadon, and I don't know why they banned him, but that's okay. So maybe there's a history here. Some interesting bans actually coming out, so we do have stuff to talk about. We have Glacius and Swiftblade, and Wretched Hag and Armadon coming out so far for the bans. What do you think about those?
I really enjoy Swiftblade as a carry. I really do, and I'm kind of sad to see him banned. But a Wretched Hag ban, I don't think I've seen that in a good long while.
Yeah, me either. And we have a Devourer ban, unfortunately. He's always fun to watch. And Soul Stealer as well. So we have those heroes banned that are just very, very capable of taking over games, especially with Glacius and Swiftblade. That lane can definitely define the rest of the game. And Soul Stealer and Devourer as well. And then so they're very different from what we usually see. Um, and I don't necessarily disagree with these bans, personally. That's my opinion.
The only support that was taken out was this Glacius. He was the only support taken out. Everyone else either falls under ganking or carrying. So maybe these guys, as I said before, they have a long history with each other. Maybe they kind of know who's good with who, and they banned accordingly. But time will tell to see if it was actually a good ban or not.
Yeah, most definitely. And speaking of those support heroes that you were talking about, we have Demented Shaman, Plague Rider, and Witch Slayer, all extremely good support heroes coming out for the Legion team. You got to think with one of their last two picks, they're going to look to pick up a melee hard carry that will be babysat by that Demented Shaman or that Plague Rider. Even we can, I don't know. Do you think we'll see a tri lane in this one?
Demented Shaman and a Plague Rider, I would really hope to see a Balfagor go up with that lane as the try, simply because the Demented Shaman heal is based upon your allied units, and Balfagor can summon those 4 minions, and that is like an instant nuke combo. Throw in a Plague Rider slow with the Balfagor vomit, and that can definitely be a very devastating line. I'd like to see Witch Slayer go mid, and that would leave someone else to go for the other mid. But I'm just really being a big fan of Balfagor these days. He's really shot up in the competitive scene.
Yeah, he is a little overpowered. In some people's opinion, and in my opinion as well, he can be a little. I'm surprised to see the Hammer Storm pick up so early, in my opinion, from this Hellborn team. But usually he's someone that they pick up in the later phases to just kind of round out a double stun lane, and it'll be interesting to see how they roll with this Hammer Storm. I'm not completely sold on it yet.
Oh, there's Revi's favorite hero of all time, Forsaken Archer, picked up for that Hellbird, and no hesitation here from the Legion side. Gladiator Moon Queen picked out. There they're going to be going, all readied up. Look at that professionalism right there. But there's your melee hard carry, if you'd like to call him that, Gladiator. I'm not too sure. Is he classified as a hard carry? How do you normally play Gladiator?
I wouldn't call him a hard carry, no. I'm very intrigued with this lineup, I have to say, and they have a lot of options with what they can do with their lanes. I'm not really. Okay, well, in general, I don't really like Moon Queen as a hero, and I know that I'm going to be yelled at by certain members of game replays for saying that. But this is a very interesting lineup, and they definitely. I mean, they had all of that time to prepare, so it looks like they knew exactly what they wanted, and we'll just have to see what they're gonna run with this one as the last pick does come out, and it is Voodoo Jester, and Voodoo is just such a fun hero to watch as well, especially if he's not stuck in that babysit role, which unfortunately he might be in this case. Um, but yeah, we have very interesting lineups here. What do you think?
I think we should do exactly as the announcer says, and let's get this on for the finals match of the Frag for Cancer 5th annual charity event. I do like Defiler. She's a great pushing hero that is kind of more related to an older metagame where a lot of the pushing metagame was in effect. So Defiler with her ghosts is just going to be a great pushing power for that Hellborn team. Now, I'm kind of surprised. I have not seen an Accursed in a good long time, and he will probably most likely be in that babysit role as well as the healer and the shielder. But it's always fun to see people go carry Accursed, where he's just going all out for that kill. It's always an entertaining watch.
Yeah, I really hope we get to see that, and I was just wondering there why Forsaken Archer, yeah, Forsaken Archer is going to head top with Hammerstorm, which is what I suspected. Defiler mid, and we're gonna have a double like support hero bottom with Voodoo Jester and a curse. So they should be able to get a curse, a lot of farm depending on what his first items are. Interesting, he's not gonna choose to pick up a hatchet first of all, but because he can do some, he hits really extremely hard. One of the hardest hitters in the game is a curse, and he can get a lot of farm early game and get on that more carry-oriented role as we were talking about, as we see a lot happen in pub stomps. So that would be fun to see, and they will get a lot of farm out of them in this bottom lane.
I like the build Witch Slayer's going pure totems of minor. Well, okay, minor totems. I was going to make a joke, but
Of
did
minor
not really
Newerth,
work
though.
out. Yeah, did not work. All right, but he is going to go with this Gladiator. Hopefully, set up some nice setups with them with ganking and all that. And we got a bottle first Defiler taking mid, going to be hitting up with that Witch Slayer. That means we got Plague Rider going up top for that Gladiator, and that will leave us with a Demented Shaman and a Moon Queen down bottom. So interesting choices all around.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about this Demented Shaman Moon Queen. And I am surprised that they did choose to send Witch Slayer mid, like he said. Did you have an inside tip on that? Because that's something that I've never, that I don't really see all that often.
Nope, I've never seen any of these players before today, but in the middle we got Witch Slayer taking on this Defiler, and really it's going to come down to one auto attack difference, as that Witch Slayer is going to be taking a first blood less than 1 minute into this game. That will give him a great boost in the mid, but I mean, it's a level 1 kill. Defiler's already back on her feet, coming right back down to hopefully put down some retribution.
Yeah, for sure. And that, by the way, is going to be my question for the first giveaway for the free account, was who got the Bloodlust kill and in what lane did it happen? So if you want to get a free account, go answer that question on thegamereplays.org. Han forums, go right now into our streams, and you answer that question, who got the Bloodlust kill and what lane it happened in. There you go.
Well, that's tricksy of you. There you go. But there you go. If you want that free account, go do it now. But his Witch Slayer might not be getting this retribution that he wanted. Sorry, Defiler might not be getting that retribution that she wanted. But it does look like Witch Slayer has a bottle of his own, so it's going to be a bottle wars, and that last auto attack is going to hit that Defiler down, no problem. And that puts him up 2-0 in this lead. Defiler is just having a time of her life in that mid.
And we have a pause. We shouldn't be too surprised, but I'm a little surprised considering it's at a LAN.
Alright, but let's take a bit of a closer look at the rest of the Legion team here. Plague Rider also went with a lot of minor totems, so stacking 4 of those with Runes of Light. Gladiator now level 2, looks like he's going to go for that Chalice quickly, and oh, that's a very quick pause. Okay, sure. We have for the skill build on this Voodoo Jester down south, he took that Cursed Ground first. Not Acid Cocktail, not Mojo, took the Cursed Ground first. So he must have a lot of confidence in the ability of putting out damage with this Accursed, who does go 1 Cauterize, 1 Fire Shield.
Yeah, that is very interesting to note. And now he's picking up 1 level of heal too, just completely not getting the Acid Cocktail at all, which is kind of bizarre and will not help him land a lot, but we'll have to see how that works out for him.
A bit more of a normal build on the Demented Shaman, going with the 1 in Entangle, 1 in the Healing Wave. Great bottle use in the middle by that Witch Slayer, who looks like he's going stats with his Graveyard, because he's level 4 and has nothing except Graveyard. Okay, now he has 1 in Miniaturization, but that means we're missing a skill, so stats on Witch Slayer early on.
Very interesting, yeah. Don't think I've ever seen that before, as actually Forsaken Archer has taken a lot of harassment up in this top lane, but she's just going to be able to use that bottle to get back up. Defiler, interesting, only has a bottle, and I did not see whether she bought that right away, but I kind of assume so, considering she doesn't have any other items, so definitely not getting those stats is not really working out for her in this middle lane.
No, she has not been able to really use the bottle for any of its intended purposes, as every fight she gets into with that Witch Slayer, you know, the graveyard, the auto attacks, creeps, everything that will interrupt your bottle so far has, and it's cost her 2 lives in the middle, which she really needs to start catching up with. So going with those stats is just has not worked out for her whatsoever. As you were saying, up top, that Forsaken Archer went interesting build, has a Pretender's Crown and a Mana Potion, but she's kind of sitting there nice and pretty with 2 into the Crippling Volley, 1 in the Skeleton. And what is going on with Hammerstorm? Well, basically the same thing. 2 in Hammer Throw, 1 in that Galvanize.
Hammerstorm has picked up his Blood Chalice, though. I did want to mention that. And that will help this top lane out greatly with their double stun. They should be able to get a lot of combos off on this Gladiator Plague Rider combination.
Chalice has really been a great item for Han, as it just brings up so many strength heroes that just have so little mana, or their mana pools are just not big enough to help them combo. It's just been a great item for them, bringing back a lot of picks like Devourer, a lot of picks like Hammerstorm. Anyone really strength and melee has just been benefiting from this item greatly to some extent. And really, I mean, I just really gotta say, that's a fun item to go with.
It is most definitely and arguably still a little overpowered as Gladiator is picking it up as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple more people pick it up in this game. Wouldn't be surprising at all. But I did want to quickly go over the lineups that I forgot to do at the beginning of the game, just because these are people that we hadn't really seen all that much, and they are getting their names out there. So we do have Ryor on playing that Gladiator, Batter on Moon Queen, John the Ninja on that Witch Slayer in that middle lane, Shifty on Demented Shaman, and Chief on Plague Rider for Team Legion here. And on the other side, we have Straight Ripping on Defiler, sorry. We have Koogswalk on Hammerstorm, Yozo on that Accursed, Male Stripper on Voodoo Jester, and Dot on Forsaken Archer.
Quick unrelated fact, Straight Ripping is the name of a popular Halo 3 team that has actually made a very big impact on the pro circuit for that, mostly in the MLG. So I wonder if he has any kind of relation to that, because going from a Halo 3 to a Han scenario is not really that too much relation there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. But you never know, I suppose. See, if I was really mean, I would have made that my question, to have one of your little random bits of trivia to bring that back up, but I wasn't that mean.
Well, people don't tell me that you're that mean. You're almost like the perfect little angel, right? Up top, however, Gladiator is in a lot of trouble getting caught in those trees, but it looks like he'll be eating his way out of that. Those Runes of Blight, very useful for escaping and juking through the forest, just as he did there, and it saved his life at that point. I mean, he was stuck in that tree with another Hammerstorm stun coming up down the pipe. So good job on him getting out of that forest and staying alive. We still maintain a 2-0 lead here for the Legion, as this kind of everyone's just, you know, in farming mode at this point.
Yeah, oh, we do have action up in the top lane. Hammerstorm is going to go down, and good job by Plague Rider and Gladiator there being able to pick him off. That's a good thing that they need to be doing, especially against two carries such as Hammerstorm and Forsaken Archer. At the bottom lane, we also see Voodoo Jester taken out, and Accursed is going to be attacked here. They might not be able to get him down before the tower, though, and indeed he is going to be able to get away. So, good job. They do manage to push him off the creep wave at least, and this will buy some farming time for the Legion. But I was going to mention that, yeah, ever since the first couple kills there, we haven't seen a lot of action, but if we do see the farm, the Legion team is sitting about 3,600 gold above the Hellborn team, with Witch Slayer leading the way at 300 gold per minute.
300 gold per minute, 8 minutes into the game. I mean, we're sitting at about the 30 creep kills, and you know, 31 being taken out by that Gladiator. That Flagellate is just a very great skill, especially if that's going to be your only auto attack, and the range on it is ridiculous. But that does put John the Ninja, that Witch Slayer. It's funny, Witch Slayer is going up against Defiler, and Defiler could actually be classified as a witch, so it's almost like a perfect pairing.
What? Who
Does she not look
classifies
like an old
Defiler as
witch?
a witch? I don't know.
She
I've
looks like
never
a
heard that
witch.
before.
She's an old lady with long hair in rags with extra arms. Okay, the extra arms bit doesn't really matter, but come on, that's like the classic definition of, have a wart on
I
her
thought
nose
she
and she's
was
a
like
witch.
some crazy hell abomination with like 4 arms. I don't think she's a witch.
Okay,
They're crazy.
we'll leave it to them. Actually,
Crazy.
that won't be my
Crazy.
question.
Forsaken Archer actually dodging that stuff, but here comes the ultimate from Gladiator. It just barely misses. Great juking there from Forsaken Archer. Still a little in trouble. They're going to try and get Plague Rider out of this. Meanwhile, actually, there was a smackdown middle against Defiler with Witch Slayer using that ultimate just to combo her down. And now they're going to try and go on Gladiator up top, but Forsaken Archer is still extremely low, so unfortunately I was watching the wrong lane in that one. Hopefully Snoopy did better, but Witch Slayer's going to come bottom and get that kill on Voodoo Jester as well. Cursed is going to use... Oh, that's not even his ultimate. That's the Demented Shaman ultimate to take rid of his armor there. And they do get
They do
another
look
kill.
very similar. So John the Ninja showing us his ninja-like skills in the river, just running around and picking up kills. He is responsible for 4 of the 6 kills and just overall playing very big into this role as a Slayer. I mean, sitting now 350 gold a minute. He's really just jumping up there.
Yeah, this is great play from this Witch Slayer. He's just doing everything right. He's comboing down this Defiler. He's done that multiple times, and he did rotate bottom there, and was able to pick off Voodoo Jester as well. So unfortunately, Defiler is using all chat here, and it kind of gave the Legion the heads up there with that talking, and they're going to be able to run back to their tower right in time. Plague Rider's going to stop and give him a little pap on the way back. But yeah, that was a little unfortunate for Defiler using all chat and gave the heads up to the Legion team.
Well, let's not hit Shift Enter anytime soon. Again, that might not happen, but yeah, that just did not work whatsoever. Now, Plague Rider coming out saying, thanks very much for the heads up. We're going to live because of it. And, oh, poor Defiler must be kicking herself in the pants.
Yeah, poor Defiler indeed.
Well, if she's wearing pants. I don't know if she's wearing pants.
I don't think, no,
Might be
okay,
a skirt.
let's just stop with the whole Defiler thing.
But Hammerstorm's wearing a skirt.
Is he? He's actually wearing a whole bunch of spikes in his butt at the moment there, but he's gonna be fine.
Overall, though, this Legion is holding the lead. We're up to 6-0, and we're just about to hit, the 12-minute mark coming up. And really, I'd like to see the Hellborn land a kill at this point, but I'm just not too sure it's going to be possible. Silver Bullet coming out, hitting that Defiler square in the back of the head, and he goes down yet again to John the Ninja, showing his great ninjutsu skills.
Can't fight ninjas. And oh, Plague Rider ultimate is gonna bounce between the creeps and back to Forsaken Archer, and that's gonna be another kill for the Legion team. They're now sitting at 8-0, 12 minutes into the game. And Voodoo Jester is gonna go down at the bottom. A Curse is in trouble now. He does have his ult, but he used it already, and now he's just stuck in with the creep wave there. It's very unfortunate. He's not gonna be able to get away with his life.
Oh, those creeps. You're the bane of running away out of close combat quarters. So, yeah, getting creep blocked there, not a great idea on his part. But he does go down, so overall now we're up to a 10-0 lead. Not looking super great for that Hellborn team at this point.
Well, you never like to see this, obviously, but it's still an open game. That's what I like to always say.
We'll play it to the end for Cancer. Yes, Witch Slayer, as with that middle lane and his insane gold per minute at this point, I mean, just sitting around under 350, he has picked up a portal key, which is just going to really prove that he is indeed a ninja, hopping foot to foot through the darkness, and I really expect him to be doing a lot more killing at this point, since he looks like he's going more for a ganking Witch Slayer.
He could be going carry Witch Slayer.
Well, Portal Key is a good way to do either. Yep. But either way, he's going to rack up a lot of kills with his ninja-like reflexes.
We have action down the bottom. Voodoo Jester's in trouble again. He misses his cursed ground. Unfortunately, a curse is going to use that ultimate, but the other team is not going to hit him during it. Unfortunate and good play. But he does manage to deny himself with that heal, so great job there.
Kudos to that. Denying yourself in front of two enemies that could probably kill you no problem is always a great way to go out, especially with that Devour. Oh, no, he got banned. Never mind. But, I mean, doing it with a curse, I don't see that too often.
Doing what with a curse?
Denying yourself.
Oh. Oh.
Why does that sound wrong? But looks like we've had some power difficulties at the LAN center as we've lost two teammates. Three teammates. There we go. So we're going to have a little bit of a pause here. No problem. And let's go over... Okay, so we're at, 14:46. It's probably going to be paused here for a few minutes as we wait for everyone to reconnect. Let's take a quick look at items. And items, we'll start with Gladiator. Smock, go.
Oh, sure. Pass it off to me. I can't. Okay. Yeah, alright. We got the Blood Chalice on Gladiator and the Life Tube as well. Moon Queen. What is Moon Queen sitting at? Moon Queen is sitting at about 220 gold per minute. And she's picked up those Ghost Marchers and a couple of Soul Scream rings to go along with that. One for each hand. Voodoo. Oh, Voodoo. Why am I jumping on the other team? I'm so disorganized. I apologize. Witch Slayer's picked up that portal key, like you mentioned. And we have Demented Shaman. I'm really sorry. I have these Steam pop-ups that come over my right, so this is why I'm a little jumping back
Excuses.
And forth. I can't see. I know. I'm just such a noob. I forgot to turn off my Steam pop-ups, so I apologize. Plague Rider is got his marchers and a refreshing ornament, so that's the Legion team. Over to you.
Well, Refreshing Ornament is a great item if you're going to be making yourself an Astrolabe, which he probably will. I'd like to see him finish up those Striders first, as we all know Movement Speed is king. Movement King is speed. I almost said that live. Anyways, Movement Speed is king, and I'd really like to see him get that. Striders, of course, is one of those new boots in the Heroes of Newerth that grants you a lot of movement speed when it's not that critical, as in it's not any time during the combats. But that being said, Straight Rippin', that Defiler, who's probably some kind of Halo fanboy at this point, still only has that bottle, marchers, punch daggers, so she's going for those phase boots. But her farm right now is pretty abysmal. We're sitting at 98 gold per minute, and this was a solo lane. And 0-4 solo lane, 21 creep kills, and we're almost 15 minutes into this match. So Straight Rippin' wished he could be doing a lot better at this point. We got Hammerstorm sitting there with that chalice, and we got a bolstering armband for those marchers, which means he's probably going for those steam boots. I'd really like to see Hammerstorm not go for the steam boots, but go for that portal key, because they're really going to need something to counter this John the Ninja Witch Slayer, as he's just wrecking havoc all over the place at this point. Yozo, that accursed, who just denied himself with a great, I can't really call it a heal because he killed himself, so a great suicide cutting of the wrist action, and he took out those boots and still only has a fortified bracelet. He's not doing so great either, 86 gold a minute. So this Legion team is really keeping down Hellborn in terms of items and gold and even experience, as we're sitting up about 9,000 experience difference, give or take. That Voodoo Jester is still sitting on marchers and minor totems. It seems to be a lot of minor totems is the name of this game, and no minor totems on a Forsaken Archer. Level 5 with the boot, still the Clarity Potion, and a Ward of Sight. I hope she's not going for pure wards, as she really shouldn't be used in that kind of context. And that is the Hellborn report.
Okay, good job.
I try.
Okay, you're gonna have to come up with a super hard question for yours, by the way.
Super hard question. Yep. I'm definitely thinking about that in the background. My question's going to come up at the end of the cast, and I will ask you guys to head over.
That's why I say that.
Yep. Well, it was Bloodlust, so if anyone was watching Bloodlust, then they would have gotten it. Did anyone actually answer in the IRC?
Yeah, I believe they did. On the forums, they did.
Oh, great.
So
So,
that
who
one
was
is
the lucky
gone.
winner?
Yeah. I don't. Let me see. Scrolling. It looks like Gold Ikamura. Congratulations.
Yay, congratulations, Gold Ikimura. I've seen you around the forums before, and now you have a nice new Smurf account that we're going to go play around with and probably feed with. So, congratulations to you. I hope to see you in game. So, I guess we still have a power issue here for Yozo, but the other team returned. So, do we have any fun factoids about Heroes of Newerth today?
Fun factoids. No.
Okay. Okay, how's this then? Team Loaded was actually just picked up by Evil Geniuses. They were bought out, and now they're all going to be transitioning to that EG tag name. And Evil Geniuses is a big esports sponsored team creator. They got teams all over the world. They're really good at least at that I know of, is their World of Warcraft team, as they've won quite a few tournaments that I know of. But that's a great pickup for them, as they're all under a new sponsorship, new leadership with new teammates. And really, that's a big congrats to them getting picked up like that. Wow, really? That was like a 24-hour sponsorship. So We Heart Pigs is now back in action?
You're talking with yourself, by the way.
Oh, right. I'm talking to Snoopy, our cameraman, who has informed me that Loaded has actually dropped the EG sponsorship. So that was like the quickest sponsorship ever. And I'm sorry if people think I'm now crazy for talking to myself. Thank you for pointing that out, Smock.
Are you sure that they actually dropped the sponsorship and not just they just took their tag back? They might pick up Evil Genius's tag, but it's just a matter of if Evil Genius didn't care what tag they went with, then.
Can people hear you, Snoopy?
People can't hear Snoopy, so this is really awkward. So we're gonna stop talking to Snoopy and just wait for our Curse to come back in.
Yeah, we apologize for technical difficulties like this, folks. As we said, they're running on donated computers for this event. Maybe they blew a circuit. I mean, that's a lot of electricity to go through. And we're just waiting for Yosa to come back, the accursed on that Hellborn team. But we're not going anywhere because we probably won't be allowed back in if we do. So, to sum up what we were talking about with Snoopy, we are Loaded dropped Team EG. They're back to We Heart Pigs, which is a clan name that they had back in the beta days, and really got like pretty famous. I'd say. I'd say they were pretty famous, right, Smock?
I'm sorry. I wasn't really
You're not
paying
even
attention.
listening.
I was reading this thread because people are being upset about this whole competition thing, and I already said who won, so just drop it, people.
If Smock says it's done, then it's done, and we got Revy to
Smock.
help back that up. Oh, he's reconnecting. Yozo is coming back. And yeah, now that I'm actually focusing on the chat in this game, I wish I had a filter for like PG-13 or something. Dexter, the TV show of the serial killer. I actually like that show. I never got to finish season 3.
Didn't we say we were
What?
stopping to talk to Snoopy? Why? Okay. Can we just talk about the game maybe? Is that bad? I love you, Snoopy, but nobody can hear you.
Do you have your twin sister in the background there, Smog? Because I could have sworn I heard 2 girls laughing there.
Yeah, I have my sister's here. She's watching as well.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Yay, we've restarted. I did want to mention actually that Voodoo Jester did skill 3 levels in that cursed ground. So very interesting choice. I wouldn't actually disagree most of the time if you were going for a very aggressive game, but it just hasn't really been working out for them in this bottom lane. What do you think?
Well, I really don't think a cursed can actually put out the damage warranted for 3 levels into that cursed ground. But I think I figured it out. There's a smackdown in the middle, but that's not what I figured out. What I figured out, though, is that he's going cursed ground to help out a cursed. Get it? Get it?
That is terrible. Do you really think my life is better now that I heard that?
I like to believe. But yeah, I mean, bottom line, going 3 into that cursed ground without really the DPS to back it up, it's probably not going to be ending up to kill anybody at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why he went for that build in this bottom lane, and they did take that tower now.
Yep, tower is down. We are actually sitting at all lanes being pushed from the Legion, so Hellborn losing straight across the board. This top tower actually is the last bastion of tier 1 towers left out there for the Hellborn team, being jealously guarded there by Forsaken Archer. But at the same time down bottom, Voodoo Jester and Defiler and a Curse all going to go in down here. But we have a Moon Queen throwing off her ult to no real effect. John the Ninja is going to come in here, however, and clean up. Did he just use his silver bullet? It is still on cooldown, does not need it, as Defiler throws herself into a corner for an easy kill, and a Curse just cannot contain that level of damage. And now Hammerstorm running in there right after the fight. Portal Key, Witch Slayer, what are you doing? That's a 4 kill to no lead, as we're now going to sit at 17-0 for this Hellborn, or for this Legion team.
Wow, that was a crazy turn of events. They thought they had the momentum going there with 3 of those heroes rushing downward, and great job by Witchlayer with that haste rune. Had it in his bottle, and he used it to great effect. He was able to pick off Voodoo Jester from the behind. A Curse managed, great ultimate, managed to eat up all that Moon Queen ultimate with his, but it didn't matter. As he said, Moon Queen still survived, and he wasn't able to do much but just kind of run around. And 4 heroes down there for the Helper team, not good news, and they do take a tower as well.
I'm not sure if Voodoo Jester was actually 6 before the fight or if he dinged during the fight, but I don't think I saw a Spirit Ward go out. Now, if you're going to level that cursed ground at least to level 3, then you want to be following it up with that Spirit Ward for that maximum amount of damage, but it's not on cooldown. Did you see it come out? Because I don't think I saw it come out.
No, I didn't. I don't think he had time to, frankly. I don't think he was alive long enough.
No, he's a pretty squishy hero at this point. I mean, the only real tank that we have on this Hellborn team, I guess, would be that Accursed, simply because he can heal, and throw up that shield of his. And Hammerstorm just has the advantage of having a lot of hit points and a lot of armor, but it's still not going to be prevailing him at all. That's a great combo going down on that Voodoo Jester in the mid. A silver bullet is definitely not needed or actually gaining the kill for him, as between the time he casted it and the auto attack from Gladiator, it was purely wasted. But a great graveyard to a pitfall to well, death at that point.
Yeah, and we're seeing a little unfortunate timing here from the Hellborn team and just great coordination from the Legion at the same time. That was a 4-man gank right there, and it just worked out wonderfully. Demented Shaman might get caught here, actually, in the pipe, and the curse is not going to be able to do much, unfortunately. Plague Rider's here to support. There's the Demented Shaman ultimate. The curse is kind of a little indecisive here. Plague Rider ultimate's going to come out, and it's going to bounce to the Creep Wave and back to Hammerstorm. Defiler's here as well, but so is Gladiator, and Witch Slayer is going to port in. He's going to go on to Hammerstorm. The Pitfall is going to miss everyone, but Hammerstorm still goes down. Forsaken Archer's here to defend as well, and the Legion might want to think about falling back here. They're all about half health. Witch Slayer is still lurking in the woods, however, but Defiler's ultimate is up, and he might want to, but Defiler's gonna be smacked down with the bloodbath right there. Smack bath? Nah. That doesn't work as well as smack trick.
Well, I think we have 2 smacks, so there's your hat trick.
The smack trick right there. And Moon Queen's gonna use her ultimate in the woods, unfortunately, and that's gonna do absolutely nothing. But Voodoo Jester's still gonna go down, and that's 4 heroes down. The only one to survive is Hammerstorm, and he did go down as well. So it was kind of a semi-genocide there, but it is 23-0, and the GGs are coming out. So well played by this Legion team. What do you think?
Legion team definitely cleansing Newerth of the scourge of the Hellborn, just like this charity event will hopefully cleanse cancer from our Earth. But yeah, the good game's well played. It's coming out 23-0, and I guess I gotta ask a question now.
You do, and it has to be a difficult one.
Alright, well, what was the name of Clan Loaded back in the beta days? We talked a little bit about it during all the sponsorship stuff. We said the name at least 2 or 3 times. It had Chew in it. That should be your only clue you need. Post it on the forums at the same thread, and the first person to post it will be contacted with a brand new account.
Yay.
Yay. So, I thought we were conceding. Was there conceding?
Well, they called the GG. Maybe they were trying to go for the fake GG, get them overconfident.
Oh, they just wanted us to give out those accounts?
Maybe.
So, John the Ninja is sitting at 12-0. Actually, probably not super important that he had 0 deaths, because we have no kills at all for this Hellborn team. But 12-0, that is what I call a ninja. There's the defeat. Good game, well played. This was the Frag for Cancer 5th Annual Han Tournament Finals, and the defending champions, I do believe, is Team Jig. Not really a clan, more just a bunch of friends, but brutally taking this last game. But overall, it was for a great cause, and hopefully a lot of money was raised for this charity today. If you guys have a chance, go and support these guys, fragforcancer.ca, and I'll leave the closing comments to you, Miss Smock.
Hooray! I would like to say congratulations and a huge shout out to Red and everyone who put this day together. It's such a great thing, and it was fun to support it, and so thank you very much for having us on, and yeah, thank you everyone for watching and supporting the cause.
Alright guys, Forecourt Jester and Smock with Snoopy on our camera. We're going to be signing out of here, so we hope you guys had a great day, and we will see you guys